Last time on Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke Challenge. Do you know where we have entered? We have entered Kansas! This is exactly what Kansas is like. Every single day of the week, every single day of the year. Behold the Battle of the Ancients, a battle as epic as Dome and Helix itself. You mean General Wallace? General Wallace! My name is Wallace, General Wallace. Yes, I would like to use dive again. Thank you, Azumarill. Thank you, Super Slave. I don't need a battle a trainer right now. The world is in danger, and you have the audacity to sit there and just go like, oh, by the way, I happen to be just all, wee, I'm going to battle you. Send out the sandwich. Vegemite sandwich. And we're in Route 128, which means we find a Slowpoke. Come on, Slowpoke, get into my ball. Get into the ball. Fisherman Guy Jenkins. Wow, can you really imagine a Wailord splashing? That has to do damage. I mean, I can understand Magikarp flopping around and not doing anything, but if you have a freaking Wailord bouncing up and down, do you know how big a Wailord is? Wailords are huge, going boom, 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 and I'm moving my head up and down as if you can see it. And we got ourselves a Wailord. It is Whales! Because that actually makes sense to what I do. Yes, thank you, Duplicity Claws. I'm not even gonna bother with this Tentacool. And we find our Pokemon, it's a Exploud at level 11. Super epic offset Exploud catching Pokeball thing, go! That usually works except for when it doesn't. Join me, and together we will rule this galaxy as trainer and Pokemon. We have to catch an Ekans. Why an Ekans? Alright. Ultra Ball, go. Just, catch. And we caught ourselves a snake. Game. Why? You can't baton pass. You don't have another Pokemon to baton pass to. And now for the continuation of Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke Challenge. Hey everybody, this is some random dude the fourth. My volume's on too high and I'm gonna turn this down. And this is Let's Play Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke Challenge, where my microphone's not in front of my face and making S sounds and blowing into the microphone. Last time, we managed to go ahead and go from Sootopolis, run into Kyogre and Groudon, due to the fact that they're facing off against each other in Sootopolis, and making all over the Sootopolis area, rain, and then be hot, and then rain again. In other words, just being like Kansas. And today, we're off to find the Sky Pillar, because we've yet to find that. We didn't find it last time. So let's go ahead and find it, because off screen, I managed to find it. I didn't go into it, of course, but I did manage to find it. It is around here somewhere. In fact, it's up this way. See if we go up, and then we go this way. No, that's not it. Then we go this way, and we head this way, and there we go. Took less than a minute in order to find it. Welcome to Sky Pillar, everybody. Now then, to complete Sky Pillar, you're going to need a few things. First of all, you're going to need some decently leveled Pokemon, and secondly, you're going to need the Mach Bike. And if you don't have your Mach Bike, go back to Mallville and get your Mach Bike. So anyway. Oh, hello. Oh my, I'm terribly sorry. In my haste, I didn't notice I left you behind. I opened up the lock door to the Sky Pillar. Michael, let's be on our way. Thank you, Mr. General Wallace. It's an earthquake. There's not a moment to waste. We haven't got to hurry. So I guess if you had attempted to come here before, then the door would be locked and you couldn't get in there. The situation's getting worse. This isn't good. The weather distortion is spreading even here. Michael, Rayquaza should be further up from here. I'm worried about Sootopolis. I've got to get back. Everything's in your hands now. Don't fail us. Alright, let's do this. Now, welcome to actual Sky Pillar. We can find Pokemon here, and the first one that we find is is a Doduo. Do we not have a Doduo? I could have swore we had one. It says that we... Oh, we have a Dodrio. Huh. That's an interesting question. Does that count as duplicity or not? That's the question. I'm gonna say for the sake of diversity, it does. So, and because our Dodrio is not dead, that's why I can have the Blaziken. Because Colonel Sanders unfortunately died. So therefore, Dodrio is not gonna count. We're gonna go ahead and crunch him with Fiery. It's like Fiery Crunch. Alright, by the way, I managed to level up my Pokemon a considerable amount. So, there's that. Alright, so we're gonna find yet another Pokemon. What do we find this time? And we got ourselves a Nosepass. We don't have a Nosepass, and Nosepass doesn't evolve in this generation. So therefore, we're gonna catch ourselves a Nosepass. At least on this floor, anyway. Because remember, I said in all caves that each floor counts. So, we're gonna go ahead and go to my many numerous Ultra Balls that I bought here. Hopefully that'll be enough. And something else that I'm gonna hate to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway, is I'm going to go ahead and catch Rayquaza with the Master Ball. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking, oh god, that's so lame. You know, why would you do that? And then, oh, I have to read this data. Its body emits a powerful magnetism. It feeds on prey that is pulled in by the Force. The Force? It's a Jedi! Its magnetism is stronger in cold seasons. Give a nickname to the captured Nosepass. You made the reference yourself, Pokédex. You made the reference yourself. Alrighty, so that was the first floor. We go up to the second floor. What do we find here? Well, I'm gonna wait until I find something. And we're running. And we're running. And I'm legitimately wondering why I'm not running into any Pokemon. And screw it. Alright, welcome to the third floor. And we find something here. Third floor, we find ourselves a Cactuar, I mean a Cacnea. I don't know why I wanted to call it a Cactuar. But hey, that's a good nickname for it though. Got ourselves a Cacnea. Let's go ahead and catch that Cacnea. Our third floor friend. There's a lot of floors here, so we'll be catching a lot of things. Because I can consider each floor a different area. I realize I probably should not have done that originally, but I've already made the rule, and so because I've already made the rule, I'm sticking to it. But anyway, here's the Pokédex entry. Late. Cacnea live in deserts with virtually no rainfall. It battles by swinging its thick, spiked arms. Once a year, a yellow flower blooms. Give a nickname to it, yes. I'm gonna spell its name wrong, probably. Cactuar. Alright, so let's go ahead and run into yet another Pokemon. What do we run into this time? Oh, we got a Skiploom. Oh, I probably should be talking about what you would normally run into if you're not running a randomizer. If you're not running a randomizer, some of the things that you would normally run into would be clay dolls, actually, I can't remember what you run into. I'll probably flash some of the Pokemon up on screen. But I do remember you can run into clay dolls. Probably run into some Grabblers too. Let's see. Oh, right. This is one of those things where we need the Mach Bike. Actually, on this one we don't. Because we need to fall into the center on purpose. So, let's go up. Alright, I don't think we found a Pokemon on this floor yet. And we still haven't. Alright, fifth floor, or some floor there, of... We haven't been on this floor yet, is what I know. And we find ourselves a Swinub. Do we have a Piloswine? Do I have a Pylos? I don't remember if I have a Piloswine or not. I don't know why I think I have one somewhere. I'm not saying Piloswine's not a bad Pokemon, it's actually a really good one, but... needed that drink. Alright, I'll tell you what. If we do have a Piloswine, there's a risk on my end, but if we have a Piloswine, I will release the Swinub. Because that would be an illegal capture under the Duplicity Clause. And Swinub Saber's added. And we got a pig Pokemon. It's roots for food. Or roots for food by rubbing its snout against the ground. Its favorite food is a mushroom that grows under dried grass. It occasionally roots out hot springs. Give a nickname to the Swinub. No, thank you. And Swinub was placed in box number 2. Alright, let's go ahead and continue searching. And going up top. Did we just seriously just do this? I remember that puzzle being a lot harder. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and talk to Rayquaza now. Make sure my Pokemon are ready to go. Let's get Articuno up front here, because Articuno can handle business. And I guess we're gonna handle Rayquaza. Rayquaza, we need your help. Help us, Rayquaza! Oh, the awakened Rayquaza flew off. Oh, well, I thought we were gonna have to battle and catch it. I guess not, never mind. Alright, so I guess we're gonna... Wait a minute. I already found a Pokemon here, I found the Swinub. It's a Rhyhorn! Prepare for Ice Beam! Beams of ice! Excuse me. Sorry about that. I have been coughing like a madman. I've also been sick too, which is not good. I'm good enough to record, and I'm finding yet another Pokemon. It's another Rhyhorn. I will meet you guys whenever I'm done with this. But yeah, I've been too sick to record. I don't know if we can find a Pokemon on this level, but we're gonna fly anyway, hopefully. Can we fly? Yes, we can. We're gonna go back to Sootopolis and continue the plot. Plot continuation, go! Meanwhile, Groudon and Kyogre are still going at it, being angered and creating their own weather patterns. Fighting against one another. But then, up in the sky, is it a snake? Is it Metal Gear Solid? Is it a paper bag? No. Is it Jesus? No, it is Rayquaza, who's entering in kind of like Jesus. It's like, I'm Rayquaza! And Rayquaza is like, dude, you all need to chill out. Alright. Well, looks like Rayquaza saved the day. Rayquaza got rid of Kyogre and Groudon. And he made all the weather go away. So let's go ahead and talk to Maxie. So, the super ancient Pokemon worked only Groudon and Kyogre after your fruitless scheming, or after our fruitless scheming and frantic efforts. That one Pokemon's simple action put everything right. Again, as if nothing had happened. Ooh-ha-ha-ha-ha. Kyogre and Groudon both flew off to who knows where because they have superpowers. The weather in Hoenn has returned to its normal state. Maybe that's what we were trying to do, was something small, even meaningless, to Pokemon. Let's talk to Steven. It looks like Maxie and Archie have gone away somewhere. Perhaps they've gone to Mount Pyre to return to Orbs. That's a little bit of a hint for later. Might want to remember that one. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Michael, my eyes didn't deceive me. Thanks to your help, Sootopolis and all of Hoenn was saved. On behalf of the people, I thank you. This is a gift from me. Please accept it. Obtain HM07. Michael, put away the HM07 in TM and HM's pockets. Hidden Machine 007 contains James Bond. If you have the Rain Badge, a Pokemon that has learned that HM move can force its way up James Bond. And wherever do you get that Rain Badge? You know, don't you? That's right, you had to beat the topless gym leader, Wallace. No, just kidding. And when you're all set to go, step through that door. And I'm talking with my microphone in front of my mouth again, and I really need to stop that. Alright, so. My Pokemon are not really a-okay to go. Also, I would like to trade out a Azumarill for my Feraligatr and probably get him some levels up. Even though he may not be instrumental in the gym. But Vegemite is going to be instrumental, so I'll be right back. And it appears we found a Pokemon in Sootopolis City by surfing, and it's a Centrent. Game. Must you give me such crappy Pokemon whilst surfing? I mean, a Centrent? Really, game? Just... Fine. Go! Ultra Ball! And we caught ourselves a Centrent. Yay! And we get to read the data in the Pokedex. I didn't even read the data in the Pokedex. I accidentally hit the A button before I even got a chance to read it. It's that bad. No, I will not. Centrent may have been known as the Admiral during Twitch Plays Pokemon Crystal, but I don't give a crap. Let's go into the gym. Did I heal my Pokemon? I don't think I did. I did not, but it's really a minor thing. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on forward. Now then, this gym is a puzzle. It's an ice puzzle. And if you fall down, you'll have to fight trainers. But I want to fight trainers. But, just in case you don't want to, here's how you solve this first puzzle. Just like that. But if you fall down, if you walk over it more than once, and you get to battle some trainers. I'll show you the sublime techniques I learned from my leader, Juan. Juanissimo. I really don't know how you do that. Whenever I hear Juan, I imagine the Hispanic fairy from the Fairly Odd Parents is Juanissimo. And it's like, he's like ripping his shirt as he's flexing his muscles, and it's like, wow. But anyway, Love Disc is defeated. Love Disc is kind of lame. However, I will tell a story about Love Disc. I thought that Amalgamoga, 5th gen Pokemon, I thought it evolved from Love Disc because they looked a lot alike. But it turns out that it didn't. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Why? And then I thought to myself, well, why didn't it? You know? I guess I could teach you how harsh battles can be. It's like all of his gym leader trainers are women. It's like, why? Well, I guess I know the obvious reason why, but still. And it's a Goldeen. More spark attacks. What I probably should do is just go through the thing and probably battle all the trainers in one shot. But, I'd rather not. But anyway, so yeah, if you fall down, you have to start all over again. So, there's that. And you have to walk on each and every single tile in order for it to work. So, for example, for this one you want to go like... bam. And then do that. But I'm going to battle all the trainers anyway, so there's really no point. And we're going to get ourselves into an impromptu double battle. I do not want Fiery in order to be there, because as much as Fiery's cool and all that, Fiery's weak to water types. Let's go. The sight of Juan conducting a battle, the very view of it compelled me to become a trainer. I cannot do female voices. I can battle a really rare Pokemon if you like. I can make some very inappropriate jokes right now, but I'm not going to. Gentleman Leo and Lady Forest. Wow. It's just like it's just telling me, Michael, make the joke. And it's like, no, I don't want to make the joke. Anyway, we got Love Disc and Phoebus. Phoebus eventually evolves into a Milotic, but you have to get its beauty all the way up. And then level it up in order to do that. And then later generations, you just have to use a Prism Stone on it. But anyway, let's go ahead and take care of that Phoebus, and then take care of the Love Disc. Die, Love Disc, die! Die, Milkshake, die! And everybody gains experience, and Laser Gator gains experience. And we got ourselves another Love Disc. I don't know what it is about gym trainers in this game, thinking that Love Disc is a good Pokemon. It's not. It's pretty lame, to be honest. But either way, he's gonna send out another Phoebus. It's the exact same thing that we already had to deal with. More things. And killing of everything else. Die, things, die. More fish. More power. It's like more electricity, more power. You won't get away with this. I've got to let's play that game eventually. I already did Sonic Adventure 2. I need to do Sonic Adventure 1, but I need to get a working copy of Sonic Adventure 1 in order to actually let's play it. Otherwise, I would. You battled with more beauty than I could muster. Oh, there now. Did you get a good look at my Pokemon? And we got money for winning! Money! I don't know if she was talking about Love Disc being the rare Pokemon or not. Phoebus is much more rare than Love Disc is. But anyway, it's time to go back down and go through the things. I'm gonna get a drink, so I'll be right back. And I'm back. Alright. Probably should get a cough drop before I start recording this. But oh well. Anyway. So some of these puzzles are kind of ingenious. Some of these are a little bit more difficult. But basically you want to go to the very top one last, otherwise, well, you'll get stuck. So basically, how I'm going to do it is like this. Go up here, do that number, do this, go up here, do that, go down, do this, go around, go up this way, go down, and then bam! First try. Nice job. But I'm battling all the trainers. So because I always need the experience. So they think that people are gonna fall there the most, so that's why there's like 6 gym trainers there. I kinda wanna get into an impromptu double battle, but they set it up so that way that doesn't happen. Or they set it up so that way if people fall, then they'll just like land right in front of them. But anyway, let's go ahead and battle you. When I'm with my Pokemon, the time flies by before you can say, oops. Whoops. That reminds me of a funny story, and I could probably tell this. Alright, so once upon a time, a long time ago. Let's see, actually this reminds me of 2 stories. And Azurill is not a water Pokemon. Yes, surprise. Azurill is not a water Pokemon. Azurill is a normal type Pokemon. And, fun fact, sometimes, because of the fact that Meryl's gender ratio is different than Azurill's gender ratio, it is possible for Azurill to evolve into a Meryl, a female to evolve into a male. The more you know. But anyway, on to my story. So, one time I was playing Magic with the guys, and I had a cup of water. It was an open cup of water, you know, just like a normal cup. And I was looking at the game, checking things out, and all of a sudden I got up to look closer at some of the things, and my arm accidentally hits the bottle. It hits the cup of water, and it spills, and it lands on some of their cards. And that's a bad thing to happen. Don't ever do that if you're around a bunch of Magic players, because they will get mad at you, and they will probably do things. So what happened is that as I did it, I was like, whoops. But apparently to them, the way that I said whoops was funny, and so to this day, people still give me crap about that. And they say, hey Mike, whoops. Because apparently they think I said it like that, but I could have swore I just said like, whoops. And so yeah, there's that, I guess. Another funny story I guess I can tell, actually happened to me today, was, actually before I even tried to start recording, was I was gonna go, I got this new sports like camping water bottle thing that you can put drinks in. So I put some RC in it, and because I drink RC sometimes, and so I had it in there, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing up because I had it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, so that way it cool off. So I open it up, and all of a sudden it just like rises to the top and just shoots out, and I have my mouth over it because I thought it was just gonna be like a little bit that came out, but it was like overflowing my mouth. I was like, and so therefore, RC just gets everywhere, and it was ridiculous. And I was just like, well, that's just a bit awkward. But anyway, let's battle this lady. I trained my Pokemon together with Juan. Don't think I'm a pushover. Oh, I totally don't think you're a pushover, girlfriend. No, just kidding. Anyway, you know, I'm gonna battle these guys off screen because it's just gonna be a lot of the sort of the same thing. So, prepare to fast forward. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, because I felt like I just did like a whole fast forward sort of a thing, I felt like it'd be kind of jipping you out to end the episode there. So we're gonna go ahead and fight Juan, after I solve this puzzle flawlessly for the second time. And do that. That. And then do that. Bam. Alright, Mr. Juan. Got my Mew up front here, so that way I don't have Vegemite gain all the levels. Let's see what you can do. Let me ask you, did you know? I should not be so coy. It was I who taught Wallace everything there is to know about Pokemon. Once I'd given up my position as gym leader. In my place, I had entrusted Wallace with the gym. However, a compelling reason arose for me to make a comeback. But enough chatter. Let's begin our match, shall we? Please, you shall bear witness to our artistry. A grand illusion of water sculpted by Pokemon and myself. Woohoo! Yes, I've decided to make this guy have Pegasus' voice. Because he is quite fabulous. Anyway, Entrepreneur Mallory would like to battle, and he sends out a love disc. Meanwhile, I'm sending out my Mew. Totally fabulous and camp. Anyway, let's go ahead and use Psychic on this guy. And you die, Mr. Love Disc. Simple enough. Laser Gator gaining all the experience as well, and we're about to use Crawdonts. Will I change? Yes, I will, because Crawdont is a dark type, and Mew does not like dark types. I would send Mustang in there, but Mustang is a fire type, and of course that's not really good against water type. So we're gonna go ahead and send out Vegemite Sandwich. Get me my Vegemite Sandwich. Alright guys, that's a Crawdont. Crawdont's a dark water type, so we want to go ahead and use Spark on it. If we had a fighting type Pokemon, and it wasn't like insanely weak to water, I would use that as well. And Laser Gator, good level 44. Not too bad, Mr. Laser Gator. I'm about to use Wish Cash. Will I change? Yes, I will, because Vegemite's weak to that. And let's see here. I want to use... I don't want to use Fiery, because Fiery is part ground. Let's use Articuno on this one. While water is strong to ice, ground is weak to ice. So therefore, I can do normal damage, and also avoid his ground attacks. So there is that as well. So let's go ahead and use Ice Beam on it. Ice Beam! Plus there's on the off chance that I could freeze it too. And Wish Cash used Amnesia to increase its special defense. If you had a grass type Pokemon, that would be most preferable because, well, Wish Cash is quadruple weakness to grass types. Anyway, let's use Aerial Ace on the guy. It's like Aerial Ace. Yes. Anyway, and we got ourselves some experience. Laser Gator gained some experience, and we're gonna fight Celio. And will I change Pokemon due to Celio? Yes, yes I will. See, we got ourselves an Ice type, which once again, if we had a fighting type, that'd be great to fight against. But because it's also part water, that's not a good idea to use Mustang or Fiery. So let's go ahead and use Vegemite. Alright, Vegemite. That's it. Celio! Celio is level 43. Let's go ahead and use Spark on it. And you are almost dead. I had to have paralyzed it. That's the only reason why I could think it would survive. But it uses Water Pulse. Yes. That is the gym's signature move. Water Pulse. And you're gonna use a Hyper Pet. I thought you were about to use a full restore there for a minute. It's just like, of course you do. Well, you're gonna die anyway. But you should have died that first time. Now you die. Alright, so Celio is dead. Also, Water Pulse has a chance to confuse you, and I'm kind of thankful it didn't. Anyway, I was about to use Kingdra. Well, I changed Pokemon. Ooh, Kingdra. Kingdra is a very dangerous Pokemon. It is not fun to use. Or, it is fun to use, it's not fun to go against. Kingdra is Water Dragon. Its literal only weakness is Dragon, which I have a Dragon type in Fiery. However, the problem with that is that Fiery is part ground, and while it's also part Dragon, which makes it strong against water, its ground type makes it weak against water, and it will take normal damage because of it. Also, Fiery's special defense isn't exactly the best either. So, Fiery is not a good choice, even though it would be highly advisable to use a Dragon type against it. So, in this case, what I'm going to go for is, as much as I hate to risk it, I'm going to go ahead and use Mew. Mew's a pretty strong Pokemon in and of itself, and it knows Shadow Ball, and it can use Psychic, and all kinds of stuff. And Kingdra is a powerhouse. Actually, what I could do is I could be a jerk and transform into Kingdra. There we go. Now I'm a Kingdra. And it's double teaming me. It's got double team hacks. Alright, so it's gonna increase its stuff here. So look at its moveset. Its moveset's ridiculous. Alright, Water Pulse. Decent water type attack. Double team, increasing evasiveness. Ice Beam, doing a lot of damage to Dragon types, if somebody should use a Dragon type against it, which I guess he planned for that. And Rest, just in case if it's not enough, so we're about to die, and he doesn't use an item, he's just gonna use Rest and just bring it right back up anyway. Kingdra is a jerk, and it is no surprise that this Kingdra right here is just insanely ridiculous. Anyway, we're gonna use Ice Beam on the guy, because it should do normal damage to it because it is water and dragon. We froze it! We froze the Kingdra! Yes! Yes! I don't feel bad about doing that. I really don't. You kind of deserve it. It really does. It's a really jerk Pokemon. And I feel sort of bad for not being able to show that off, but I really don't care at this point. I'm killing the Kingdra. If you've ever fought a Kingdra before, you jerk! Did not see that coming. Oh, look, check this out. It has a berry, wakes it up. Woke it up from... Called it! Man! This dude has just got everything measured out to the extreme. It's like, oh, by the way, wake up, boink, and it's double teaming to increases. Man, this guy is a jerk. It's ridiculous. Water Pulse. I'm legitimately surprised actually that every single attack I've been using is hitting him. Right now, I'm hoping for it to be confused, because that's what I need it to do right now. I need it to be confused. In fact, what is Kingdra's ability? Do I have the ability to check that? No, I don't have the ability to check that. I wish I knew what Kingdra's ability was. But anyway, we got Water Pulse. I'm seriously, it's used so many double teams. I'm legitimately surprised it's actually hitting all those. Ice Beam. Now remember, I am at the same type, so it could also do a lot of damage to me, which thankfully it didn't. Anyway, we have one last Ice Beam. Let's go ahead and use it on him. And, of course, now I start to miss. What? Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch out, since it doesn't have the chance to kind of get back up yet. It's a risk, but I'm doing it because I know it has to sleep for at least 2 turns. So, you know what? No. I don't want to take that chance. Let's go ahead and send out Vegemite. Now then, the reason why I'm sending out Magneton is, while yes, it is part Dragon, and it is also part Water, and it would only take normal type or normal damage from electric types, I am part Steel. So therefore, being part Steel makes me resistant to Dragon types. Also, I have a pretty darn good defense. Also, I have a chance to confuse it, and I can go ahead and paralyze it whenever it wakes up. So, Parafusion is a thing. Let's go ahead and use Tri-Attack. The beauty of Tri-Attack is I have the chance, 10% chance for each, to either freeze, paralyze, or burn it. Of course, not right now while it's asleep, but it woke up. And that's double team hexing me. Game, quit spamming double team. I mean, come on there. I mean, I'm thankful that a lot of my attacks are hitting and you're paralyzed. Yes, I don't have to waste a turn to use Thunder Wave on you. Now let's use Supersonic. It missed. It's using Rest, and I went back to sleep. Kingdra, die already. Thank you. It's fast asleep. Sleep. Alright, Spark. And still asleep. That's good news for me for now. Let's use the Spark again. Alright, let's use it one more time, except now it's going to use a Hyper Potion, of course. Make it go all the way back up. Then it's probably going to wake up. Watch this. Well, alright, I get to attack first. And now, oh, it didn't wake up. Oh, right, it used its turn to do that. Well, it'll probably wake up after this. Which means I'll probably use Supersonic on it. Yep, called it. Woke up. Uses Water Pulse. Take normal damage from that. But of course you do! Of course it does! You're gonna sit there and confuse me. And I use Supersonic, but it misses because double team everywhere. My God, this is getting stupid. All right, as much as I hate to do this, I know I have one somewhere. I don't want to catch it. I can't catch it. I know I have a full restore somewhere. I hope I haven't used it. I have used my full restore. Crap. All right, well, not as good as I thought I was gonna do. Let's go back to plan B, or actually back to plan A. Send out Mew. And then transform into it again, so that I can use some more ice beams. Alright, Mew has some pretty good special defense, so it should be able to handle it. There we go. And let's use transform. I said, well, actually, how much would Psychic do? Let's use Psychic. Got stab bonus and good special attack. Wow! Alright, critical hit. I'll take it. I'll take it. Gain your experience. Laser Gator, get your experience. We defeated Entrepreneur Mallory, also known as Gym Leader 1. Ah, excellent. Very well. You're the winner. From you, I sense a brilliant shine of skill that will overcome all. However, compared to me, or even Wallace, you're lacking in elegance. Perhaps I should make you a loan of my outfit? No. I merely jest. Rather than my clothes, I shall reward you with this, the Rain Badge. And I got 406,000 Pokédollars for winning. Michael received the Rain Badge from Juan. Having the Rain Badge shall assure you the full obedience of all your Pokémon to your every command. The Rain Badge also allows you to use the HM move James Bond. Excuse me. As I was saying, the HM move James Bond to scale walls of cascading water, and so that you never forget the battle we shared, take this. Obtain TM03. Michael putting away the TM03 into TM and HM's pockets. The technical machine I handed you contains Water Pulse. Its use will occasionally confuse the target with ultrasonic waves. Register Gym Leader 1 in the Pokemon Nav. Alright, so we managed to go ahead and handle business with Juan. The trainers who have all gathered the gym badges Hoenn should make their ultimate destination, the Pokemon League. Travel to the easternmost reaches of Hoenn to the island of Evergrande. There you'll find the Pokemon League. Thank you, Pegasus. Let's go ahead and leave. Walking on down. Well, we did it. We defeated every single Pokemon gym thus far. So, next time, what shall we do? We're going to Evergrande, but first, before we go to any Pokemon League, we always have the traditional Victory Road to go to. And that's where our destination is next time on Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, the Nuzlocke Challenge. So long, everybody, and God bless.